Hey, what's up? I'm back. Another video here. This is actually going to be a video about I have a casino gig coming up this weekend, and I had a whole bunch of presets set up to use, and I ended up messing around with the new Rumble Brite amp model and came to find a really sweet spot on it using one of my IRs that I use in my presets. And the more I played with it, the more I started to feel it, and I was like, oh, I had to go back and change the settings on the amplifier around to I'm going to use these this Saturday night, I think. So I got them set up on the Footswitches. I'm using the AB mode where I get 6 presets using the 3 switches. I'm just going to play right through these real quick so you can hear them through the iPhone that I'm recording through. There's not direct, so you're hearing what's in my room here using the Atomic CLRs on the floor to my left. It's pretty loud in here in the room, and as with my other video, this room is small, so the sound might deaden a little bit, and I just didn't feel like going direct. So this is what it sounds like through the iPhone in my room, but I'm pretty sure it sounds a lot better in here than it does, you know, what you're listening through. I'm hoping you're not listening through your iPhone or your Android or whatever you have, because those little speakers don't do a lot of these videos justice, not even just mine, but everybody else's. Alright, so this is, let's see, I'm using, this is my ESP Sambora guitar. Yes, I do play in a Bon Jovi tribute called Bon Jersey. This actually has a Pearly Gates Seymour Duncan pickup in it, and the other one I'm pretty sure I left stock. Oops, get my volume on. But I had to switch out the stock that was in there because the stock one, the main rhythm tone wasn't good. And the Floyd, I don't have the bar in right now, but I actually have a trem setter, hip shot trem setter, because I have a very heavy hand on the where I hold it on the bridge, so using a floating Floyd kind of makes it sound like it's warped. It's a weird sound. So that's the guitar, and I'm also, I don't know if you noticed, but I have the new Line 6 Relay G10 wireless right here that I'm trying out. I'll be using for the first time at this show. I'm playing 3 sets at a casino in Rhode Island here on Saturday. But so far so good. I like, the best part about it is not having to change batteries, and pulling this out, there's no pop. So it's pretty cool that way. I can just pull this out of this guitar, grab my other guitar, plug it in. Before, I was using the another wireless system where I had 2 different packs, one on each guitar. Every time I switched guitar, I had to keep these batteries fresh, and I also had to go onto my pedal board and change the channel because they both couldn't be hitting the same channel. But anyway, I'm rambling here. That's another day. Alright, so this is my main clean sound, and this is actually in pack 2 of my presets. It's just called Clean. I should say these are brand new strings on here. They sound ultra bright to me in this room, and I know a few guys have mentioned that my presets sound bottom heavy or bassy. I just like that nice full sound out of a guitar tone. So that's that. I have a little bit of echo on there, where if you really listen you can hear it. I don't know if it's picking up through the phone, but I love using the string reverb. That's pretty much the only reverb I use, and it just sounds the most natural to me. Alright, so now I use, on that same Footswitch 1, my second preset on there is, I call it Voxy, and that's also in pack 2. It's more of a clean sound, but I have a little bit of dirt on it, so when I'm playing Bon Jovi, I can play that sound. I'll use that for that song, and maybe and when we do Wanted Dead or Alive, I'm using the double neck acoustic through the whole first half. Then I switch guitars right before the solo to my other Strat, and then for the end of the song, I'll go back to that sound. So that's what I use that for. Next, Footswitch 2. Now, Footswitch 2 and 3, like I said, I'm using the Rumble Brite model. Footswitch 2, it's got a lot less gain than Footswitch 3 does. This is kind of like a mid-gain kind of rhythm sound. But when I switch on the second half of Footswitch 2, it's the same exact tone, but just 3 dB louder for a lead, and I have a little bit of echo on that too. And Footswitch 3 does the same thing. It's all gained out, but the second part of that is a 3 dB boost for my leads. I don't like bothering sound guys at the board. Whenever I go into a solo, I hit it myself, and I give myself the volume boost that I need, rather than having to rely on them to know, because you'll get a lot of sound guys that never heard your band before or are not paying attention, and I just like being able to give myself that boost for the audience to hear, because otherwise you go into a solo and you got the guys behind you playing and everything's going, and people start complaining, I couldn't hear the guitar solos tonight, I couldn't hear the guitar solos. So that's why you do that. I just leave it upon myself to get that done. All right, so this is and what I like about a lot of these amp models in the amplifier is that using your volume on your guitar, you can make them clean, or you can get it really raunchy sounding. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit first, and I'll just play a little riff, and then I'll turn this. Like I said, this is the mid-gain Rumble Brite. So now I'll turn that up, play the same riff. It's a pretty cool sound. I'll use this for Bon Jovi's little country tune they did there, Who Says You Can't Go Home, where it's basically, just chords. And it just sounds so nice rolling down. And then, as I said, when I hit that switch again, it's the same tone, but it's louder and it has a little echo. I'll just hit some real quick chords so you can hear the echo. Very cool sounding here. I can't wait to hear it through the casino's PA, because they have a really good PA system there. All right, so this is my high gain, which if you have my presets, I love the gain. I don't know why, I just always have. I just like the feel of the power of the guitar, feeling that ear moving behind you. And when you're playing clean, you can really hit the strings as hard as you can, but you don't get that beef behind it. And I've actually when I'm noticing that the bass on the amplifier, a lot of these presets, I have to actually turn the bass all the way off. And even when I do, I still find that it's bass heavy. So I've been using a block, like a low shelf, on a lot of my presets to kind of dial out some of that low end muddiness. But this is the high gain patch. What can I play here? And again, on this, I just have the spring reverb. I don't know if you can hear it through there. And I can hear my guitar going out of tune because I did not lock it yet. Usually when I restring a few days before a gig, I will leave it unlocked and let the strings kind of breathe and stretch out a little bit, so by the time I play the show and I lock it, they're good and any kind of bends won't throw them out. But I apologize for the strings being out of tune right now. You can hear it. Sorry for the tuning lesson. I couldn't bear that anymore. But I apologize for that. So that's it. And it's probably going to go out of tune again anyway, because it is stretching. And then as I said before, just like on the previous preset, I hit this foot switch again. And I got the same exact tone, but with some echo, and it's 3 dB louder. Yeah, I don't know how to play that song. What is that, Mr. Big? Alright, I'm going to stop because this guitar is going way out of tune and I don't want to scare you away if I haven't already. But that's it. That's my presets, and these Rumble Brite models will go into pack 3 that I'm working on, and I've gotten a lot of requests to go a little easy on the gain, so there will be a lot more presets in this third pack that are more towards the cleanish mid-gain crunch type of sound. It's not that I don't like them, it's just when I'm playing live I tend to use a lot of the high gain stuff, so that's why my first 2 packs were basically high gain. But I thank everybody that's gotten them so far. Make sure you sign up for the email list through the website, so if you are interested in when I put out new packs, you can get alerted to that, and I don't send out a ton of emails, so you don't have to worry about that. But that's it. That's all I got. Wish me luck on this gig. This is going to be my second gig with the amplifier. The first one was a couple of weeks ago, and that was really just a benefit show that my band had played. So we played like an hour and 15, but this is going to be 3 sets. We're playing all night. Yeah, about 33 songs of all Bon Jovi. It's fun though. We have a good time. We get a good crowd, and can't go wrong with that. So until next time, I'll see ya.